Picture this couple for a second and see if it hits close to home. They're both professionals.
With effective
She works in marketing
you can
and earns
grow your
about
savings to
$62,000 a year.
$62,000.
He's in IT making around $71,000. Together, that's $133,000 annually. On paper, they're doing amazing. That puts them in the top quarter of American households. They should feel comfortable, secure, ahead of the game. They should be investing
Achieving the top
aggressively,
25%
traveling
financial
without
ranking
guilt,
means securing a
sleeping
position among
peacefully
the
at
leading
night.
performers in the market.
But that's not their reality. Instead, they're anxious
Let's
about
talk
money.
about smart
Their
financial
savings barely
choices.
cover a couple months
This
of
locked
expenses.
savings box represents
When their
secure
car
financial
broke down
protection.
last month,
The shield
the
ensures
repair
your
went
savings are
straight
protected.
onto a credit card. They're both working long hours, constantly exhausted, and most weekdays they barely get to spend real time together. And here's the most frustrating part. They didn't mess up. They followed the rules. They got educated. They built careers. They got married. They bought a home in a good area. They did what society told them responsible
This is your emergency
adults
fund.
are supposed
It's important
to
to
do.
save consistently to build
So
it
why
up.
does it still
provides
feel like
financial
they're
security.
suffocating financially? If you've ever looked at your household income and thought, we make way too much to feel this broke, then this video is for you. I'm Bobby, and I spend an unhealthy amount of time analyzing why many two-income households today are actually more financially vulnerable than single-income families were decades ago. And if you and your partner are both grinding but still feel stuck, hit subscribe because you're not imagining it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. We were sold the idea that two incomes automatically equal financial security. It sounds logical, right? If one person making $50,000 can support a family, then two people making $50,000 should mean comfort plus extra money for savings and wealth
This house
building.
icon with a star represents a
that's
good
not what
neighborhood.
happened.
It means stable
What
housing
actually
costs and good
happened
investment
is one of
potential.
the biggest financial bait-and switches in modern history. This phenomenon is known as the two-income trap,
Expenses can feel
a
like they're
term
closing
popularized
in,
by Elizabeth
suffocating your
Warren
financial
back
freedom.
in the early 2000s
Take control before it's too late.
before she entered politics. She and her daughter studied thousands of families who had filed for bankruptcy, and what
Let's
they
examine the
discovered
difference
shocked
between
a lot of
two-income
people.
households today and
Dual-income
single-income households
households
in the past.
were more likely to go bankrupt
Whirlpool.
than single-income
Stay
households.
informed about your finances by
Not less.
subscribing to our updates.
More. Think about that.
Facing financial truths
Two
can be
full-time
challenging,
workers,
but
two
understanding
paychecks,
them is
doing
the first
everything
step to
right.
improvement.
And somehow greater financial risk. That's not a budgeting problem. That's a system problem. To understand why, you have to look backward. In 1970, most middle-class households
This represents
relied primarily
$50,000,
on one
and this
income.
is $100,000 with
Usually
extra
the
for the
father
logical
worked
surplus.
full-time and the mother handled the home. And that one income, it was enough. Not luxurious, but stable. A single income could cover a mortgage, basic living expenses, health care,
This is
transportation,
the two-income
and
trap,
still
where
leave
money
room for
flows in but
savings.
doesn't come out,
More
illustrating how dual
importantly,
incomes
there was a
can lead to
built-in
financial
safety
constraint.
net.
Dual
If something
income
went wrong,
households face
the
higher
non-working
bankruptcy
spouse could
risk,
step into the
as
workforce.
illustrated here.
That second income was an emergency lever. Fast forward to today. In most households with kids, both parents work. The backup plan became the default. Meanwhile, costs exploded. Housing prices doubled relative to income. Healthcare costs skyrocketed.
Managing two paychecks
Childcare
increases
became a
financial
massive
risk,
expense.
as symbolized by this warning.
College
Proper
tuition
allocation
surged.
is crucial for stability.
So what happened to the extra income from the second worker? It didn't create freedom. It got absorbed.
Let's look at the
Families
past
didn't
to
become
understand
wealthier.
our financial
Their
journey.
lifestyle simply expanded to require both incomes. And once your life requires two incomes to function, you've lost your financial cushion. Now let's look at how this plays out in real life. Imagine one partner earns $70,000 and the other earns $50,000. Combined, $120,000 sounds great. But that second, $50,000 doesn't stay $50,000.
This is your backup income. Ready
Taxes
to
eat
be
a large
activated
chunk
when needed.
first. Depending on location, that $50K might shrink to $33,000 or less in take-home pay. If there are kids, add childcare. One child can easily cost $15,000 per year. Two kids, $30,000. Now the entire second income is basically gone. Add commuting costs, possibly a second car, gas, insurance, parking, maintenance. Add the exhaustion spending that no one talks about. More takeout, more convenient services, cleaners, subscriptions, outsourced chores, impulse
This empty cage
purchases
is labeled
because
freedom,
both
but it's
parents are
empty,
burned out.
symbolizing a lack of true freedom.
By the end
Financial
of the year,
constraints can keep us
that
caged.
$50,000 second income might only be contributing a few $1,000s to the household. Sometimes it's
This is
actually
how a safety
costing
margin
money.
works in finance. It's
Yet
the cushion that gets
psychologically,
compressed under
families
financial
make
pressure.
financial decisions based on the full combined income. They buy homes sized for 2 incomes. They take on debt based on 2 incomes. They build a lifestyle that collapses if either income disappears. That's the trap. Because once both incomes are fully committed, there is no safety net left. If one person loses a job, gets sick, burns out, or needs to care for a family member, the whole structure becomes unstable immediately. That's why so many high-earning households feel fragile. They're not irresponsible. They're just operating without margin. So what's the solution? It's not necessarily quitting your job or becoming a one-income household overnight. It's about changing how you structure your life. Instead of building your life around 2 incomes, build it around 1. Design your fixed expenses, housing, cars, debt, lifestyle, so that they can be covered by the higher of the 2 incomes alone. Then treat the second income as a tool for saving,
This house represents your
Investing.
financial stability,
Eliminating
supported by
debt.
2 key incomes.
building freedom, not for upgrading everything. Yes, that means living below what the bank says you can afford. Yes, that means saying no to some lifestyle upgrades. Yes, that means driving past houses you technically qualify for. But here's the trade-off. You regain control. Over time, the money you invest starts working for you. Your savings create safety. Your options expand. You stop making decisions based on fear of bills and start making decisions based on what's best for your family. And that's the real goal. Because financial success isn't about how impressive your income looks. It's about how much flexibility you have. How many choices you can make without panic. How resilient your life is when something goes wrong. 2 incomes aren't powerful if
Let's
every
clarify
dollar is
this.
already spoken
Don't
for.
quit your job.
The
Keep a
families
steady
who win
income.
financially
This is
aren't
key.
always the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who protect their margin, control their lifestyle, and refuse to let expenses rise to meet income. You can't escape a trap you don't see. Now you see it. And if this shifted how you think about money, hit like, subscribe, and stick around. Because we're here to challenge the financial narratives most people never question.